Hello and good morning. I'm Elizabeth Working.
I'm Shannon Absher.
Kale, yes, we love fruits and vegetables.
Why, Beth?
Because they changed our lives. And this amazing woman right here is Wendy Campbell. Oh my goodness.
Get ready for
a
fireball.
Okay, are you sitting
empowering
down?
You.
Yeah, you might, or just stand up. Stand up.
You have no idea about the greatness that exists in this woman that you're about to hear from.
Legacy, leadership, empowerment, passion. I mean,
one of the top leaders that we get to work with.
Yes,
incredible. We're already getting hearts.
We're already getting hearts. So thank you guys for joining in. You're amazing. Is that Riza Jake? Thank you for joining from Singapore. Love you, friends. Okay, we're just gonna let her just take the reins and really speak to you guys from the bottom of her heart. Just be careful, because it's just like fire of greatness. It's just gonna come your way. You'll feel it through the camera. And real quick, for our Summer Ready series, you guys know if you share this broadcast, we've got something going that at the end of the series, we're gonna pull your name, believe it or not, and we're gonna send you
$50 Whole Foods gift card and
our favorite staples.
Yes.
We're gonna load you up with greatness. Are you ready for are you feeling this? Are you awake yet? Because if you're not, you're about to get awake. You're about to wake up. You're not just wake up like eyes, like physically, but your whole existence is about to wake up.
Your spirit is about to be called forth. Your spirit is about to wake up.
Are you ready?
So Wendy, will you share with us your story?
Oh my gosh, I'm waking up now.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
It's early, but I am definitely waking up. Thank you for letting me be a part of who you are and your energy. My gosh, I am just feeling the light just shining, you know. But yeah, 22 years ago, my life changed because somebody shared just the silliest thing, fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Give me a break, you know. What are they going to think of next, right? And I just didn't pay any attention. But they left an article with me, and this article I read about antioxidants and free radicals and the controversy over, fragmented negative vitamins. And as an RN, I'm kind of going, what are they talking about? And they were talking about phytochemicals, these God-given things in fruits and vegetables. And they were literally talking mechanism of action. I mean, when you're a nurse, you're studying how does a drug affect positive change in the body or whatever. It's mechanism of action. But they're talking about things that God put into fruits and vegetables. And I'm going, what? So I don't even know why, but I went to the library because it was so long ago we didn't even have the web.
I was because I'm library,
so old, right?
I love the library.
And then I got so mad because there was very little written on the relationship between nutrition and disease, but what was there was profound, and I'm digging through, and then I took a look around. And I saw that kids were getting diseases that when I was a young nurse in the early 70s, because again, I'm old, I think I mentioned that. And so.
She wears it well.
Yeah, but now listen, kids are getting diseases.
Yeah.
I was supervisor of a clinic in Hawaii. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I was supervisor of a clinic in Hawaii in the mid-70s to the early 80s, and I did not take care of one child with diabetes. And now it is epidemic in this country. Do you see what I'm saying?
But there's hospitals dedicated to children who have diseases.
There you have, because I only took care of one child with cancer, and now they've got whole hospitals that are geared for nothing but pediatric cancer. Wow. So the thing of it is that there was something that lit up, So when you're learning something and you're just talking with people and you're asking questions about them, what's been going on, whatever, and they go, they tell me, and then they say, what's been going on with you? And I go, well, I've been studying up on fruits and vegetables, and they'd be going like, really, why? Tell me one good reason, but I would tell them what I was learning, and then say, well, where did that start? And I said, well, it was just this silly product thing that a neighbor shared with me. I don't even know. I wasn't even taking it. I wasn't even taking it, right? How slow can you be, But anyway, so they said, well, maybe you need to look a little further into that. You need to look a little further. And so I did. And then I started sharing it. But I was so blessed at that time. I've been poor in my life, but at that time, I was living in a very nice home. I was married to a corporate guy. I'm a nurse, but I was helping out in the kids' school 3 mornings a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm being just a mom. I'm just a mom. But then I became a mom on a mission, okay? And then I became a warrior on a mission.
You're waking up. You're hearing
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I didn't plan it. It wasn't for money. I was fine.
Right, purpose and
passion
and mission.
and
There's
purpose.
so much more to life.
Oh my gosh, and I went to the top of the company by accident. I didn't even understand the marketing plan. I really didn't. It was so embarrassing. And then
I love it.
And then the 6-figure income, it went from there. And now I've been able to travel the world and take my kids one by one before they got married and had kids. one by one for a month, for instance, in Europe, and then close down a convention and be able to have my kids experience, what it's like. It's kind of like an American dream story.
It totally is. It's an American dream story.
But
it's an empowering
But it's a women's
story.
empowerment
Yes.
story. And especially if you just knew me, you guys, because I'm like you've got to know, I even shut down and started self-sabotaging at one point because I guess people saw me as a leader, and maybe kind of like a hero because I rose up so quickly, and then I'm going, oh my gosh, they're going to find out. I'm not that great.
Wait. So you're saying you don't have to be
really
perfect
good.
to do what you're doing? You don't have to be perfect
So
to
like
get to where
when
you are?
there's a mission and there's a purpose and there's like this calling that you feel like you don't have to have it all together.
I was
to say
scared
yes.
all the time. The first time I had to talk to a doctor, my insecure, even though I'm a nurse, but I know how the medical world thinks, and they can't even envelop fruits and vegetables. Where's the science? Well, gee, have you looked in Genesis or Daniel or David? I mean, come on, but yes, it was every single new thing. This is the first time I've done this, and I'm shaking like a leaf. And here I am.
You guys are being so kind.
But it's
Don't
hard.
you love her?
Isn't she amazing?
And I'm old, and so this is
She
like.
keeps facing her fears. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well-
She keeps facing her fears.
Yeah, but the thing of it is that yes, I actually, once I worked through this process, because I was shutting down, and I was afraid that people were going to find out that I was, not that great, and all the stupid things I've done in my life, and how you're filled with shame, and and all of that.
I know all of you guys are feeling this, and you know what she's talking about.
You guys, it was hard, and I had such a compassion because, I'm kind of an adult child of alcoholic parents, which means that you've got feelings of unworthiness or whatever, but you also tend towards an eating disorder that I had when I was 20. I weighed close to 200 pounds. I smoked on and off, an addiction for years. It took me, oh my gosh, it is like a nightmare. So I think the Lord actually allowed me, though, this path, because when you've experienced the pain of addiction, when you've experienced the pain of insecurity and all, then you're not in judgment about people. And so when I get to be in front of anybody, small groups or 6,000 people at a time, I just love them, and they get that I know them. I know their fears. And so actually I got to close down. I think I was the first woman to close down a huge convention with our company.
Don't you love
Yes,
this?
I loved it. But you know what it was all about was you don't have to be perfect to share this. You don't have to be perfect to rise to the top of this company. You don't have to be perfect for anything. You are acceptable as you are. Why is it that women go, I'm not enough, I'm not enough, I'm not enough? We all, not all of us, but I think men.
Are we so catching this? You have what it takes. And when you say yes, and you choose to do it afraid, and you put on that bravery doesn't look like perfection. Bravery doesn't look like having it all together. Courage is not like,
absence of fear.
It's totally doing it afraid. But look at how many, you've marked a legacy. She has, and I know you guys are just getting a little bit of her. She has just been a part of a movement that is spread across the world about people getting the power of good nutrition, knowing what it is, seeing their families, getting their lives back, and not just their health. But literally, you're hearing her speak about that internal awakening of the spirit of the soul that literally calls you out and commands change.
So when we get over this I'm not enough and use all of the God-given gifts, talents, and abilities, but we need community, we need fellowship for that, right?
Yes.
To give us the strength to, first we start out tentatively, but then
right.
when we know we're right, and when we've got a why, though, we have to have a big enough why. But this why of touching future generations with health, and based on the research now we know, but we didn't have the research then, so I didn't know what I didn't know. I only thought I was right in the beginning. Now I'm bolder because we know we're right, but still in all, what happens is you start stepping out and you get stronger and stronger. Not that you have to be crazy maniacal like me. Any personality, whether you're tall, short, young, old, fat, thin, sick, or well, or whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, if you're just 5% more, why? When you have a why, when you've got a passion, when you've got a purpose in life. Living with a purpose and having meaning literally means that you get to die having made a bigger difference in the world. And isn't that like just a cool goal?
Yes.
To not just live here in mediocrity.
No.
But stand up for something that's important, and know that you're right, which helps, right? And to be on the right side, to be doing the right thing, right? But touching future generations with health and knowing that when you die, that you've literally done exactly that, and then you've got teams of people out there that are going to continue even after you're gone. I mean, it's so huge.
Wendy, what do you want to say to someone who's out there who may be feeling like, I don't know if I can because of this in my past, or I just don't know if I can. What would you say to someone about the truth of who they are? Treasure the bullet holes in life, okay? You guys, I used to try to cover them up. You know, all of the things that have happened to us, and women in general, rape. There's so much about that. All of the people that have hurt you, all of the people that have not only not believed in you, but put you down or continue to put you down, and then those traumas. We all have them. I see them as bullet holes. Maybe that's a hard word to hear in today's world, but we have bullet holes. And so what happened was I was trying to cover them up. And I don't think it was an ego trip, like I wanted people to think I was better than I was, like, for me, because I'm pretty authentic, but people wanted me to be a hero, right? They needed a hero. So I was covering up the bullet holes like Band-Aids, right? And then all of a sudden, I call him Lord, your higher power, whatever. He came to me and he said, you know, hello, I allowed all of those bullet holes to happen for a reason, to build you, to grow you, to give you compassion, forgiveness, so you're not in judgment and whatever. And he said, and you're covering them up, and you're being a little needy here. Okay, get over that, because you're taking all of my light and love and you're trapping it for your own darn self, and you don't have the right to do that because it is ever flowing. So get over yourself. And he told me to rip off those Band-Aids, rip them off, so that his light and love could shine down through me and come out, and that light and love would go out to other people, and it would draw them in, so that we could help them and believe in them before they believe in themselves, and help them to live that life of significance. Okay, that's probably enough.
Can we just, okay, you just really, just listen to this like over and over again for the next probably year of your life, and you'll just say yes to that awakening. And so out of this, we want you on this amazing Saturday morning in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with just beauty all around us. We want you to be able to look in the mirror, see yourself, the bullet holes, the past, the present, what's ahead of you, and see beauty. See treasure, see purpose. See, you are enough.
You're more than enough. You're amazing.
Yes. And so whatever is in front of you, the bravery, the yes to whatever calling you out in this passion and this legacy, I mean, just yes. And you are with an amazing group of people. Please message us, comments. We want to support you in your goals and your dreams. Hey, we encourage you to set your goals right here, right now in this comment feed or personal message any one of us, so that we can say, yes, you are enough. Like Wendy said, it's community. Shannon and Wendy and I are just so gifted to do life with such amazing people, but we're all amazing because we accept each other and we speak that life into one another, and you are part of that. You are welcome into that. We say you are welcome. So just thank you for joining, Wendy.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving us this gift and this treasure this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for letting me share my passion, you guys.
I told you guys would be awoken for like the rest of your life.
And this is part of us and our mission to help you love you well, to be you well. Because if you are not living
healthy and well,
then the world is missing out. Okay.
All right. Love you guys. Thanks for joining in.
We love you.
See you
Thank you.
Later.